Most retirees think they know where they stand financially, and most of them are wrong. The problem isn't how much you saved, it's what that actually means for your retirement. Hello, my name's Emlyn, and as a retirement planner, I've worked with people across every financial situation, and I see this misranking all the time. So, in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 5 levels of retirement wealth. We're going to break down how you might compare to others and share a few tips on how you can accelerate your progress through the levels of wealth. And to understand how this works, we need to first start with the first level, which I call the pressure zone. So, level 1, the pressure zone. The pressure zone is where people are relying on Social Security benefits and a modest saving. Recent data published by Investopedia found that 50 somethings had a median 401k balance of about $254,000, and 60 somethings had a median 401k balance of about $186,000. This is average, so some people have more and some people have less. But it's not about being broke. It's about feeling exposed. I've seen this with people who did everything right. They saved consistently, avoided the big mistakes, yet once they retired, every market headline suddenly feels personal. Maybe that's you. Maybe you're not in crisis. Your bills are getting paid, but you hesitate before large purchases. You double check withdrawals. A down month in the market lingers in your mind longer than it should. Retirement technically works, but it feels fragile. That stress doesn't come from having too little money. It comes from having very little margin. And when your plan is tight, even normal volatility feels amplified. The structure doesn't absorb the shock easily, so you feel like you have to. And when you compare yourself to averages or wealthier peers, it reinforces the idea that you're behind, even if you are not. If this sounds familiar, the solution isn't chasing higher returns, it's strengthening predictability. That may mean tightening income reliability, stress testing essential expenses, clarifying withdrawal guardrails, and reducing unnecessary complexity. The goal here isn't growth, it's resilience. When the structure becomes sturdier, the pressure will ease. And one upgrade tip at this level: if you want to move towards the next level, start by calculating how much of your essential expenses are covered by predictable income. Make it a goal to fully secure your core lifestyle first. Once your foundation is solid, everything else becomes less stressful. And once that foundation is in place, most people move into something that looks stable. But that stability can quietly come with its own limitations, which leads us to our next level. Level number 2, the stability trap. On paper, things look fine. Bills are covered, the portfolio is functioning. I've had clients at this level say, I guess we're okay. I just don't feel confident. Maybe you can relate. You could spend more, but you don't. You could adjust your plan, but you're cautious. You're stable, but you're not fully secure, because stability isn't the same as flexibility. The plan works, but it may rely on tight withdrawal rates, disciplined spending, or limited optional income. Nothing feels urgent enough to fix, so you stay here. And over time, that quiet restriction starts to feel normal. If this is you, the move isn't necessarily saving more money. It's redesignating or redesigning for flexibility. That might mean improving income sequencing, creating intentional optional spending room, or restructuring assets so decisions feel less constrained. The shift from here is from adequacy to adaptability. And if you want your upgrade tip on this one, run a stress test on your plan. Ask yourself, If markets drop significantly next year, would my day to day lifestyle actually change? And when the honest answer becomes not really, you're stepping into the next level. And when that happens, something subtly shifts, not in your net worth, but in your mindset. And that leads us to our next level, which is level number 3. We call that quietly secure. And this is where many people underestimate themselves. I've worked with retirees who reached this point and said, nothing dramatically changed. I just stopped worrying. The market still fluctuates, expenses still happen, but they don't feel threatening anymore. You don't feel wealthy, you feel steady. That steadiness happens because your plan absorbs the volatility instead of reacting to it. Your core lifestyle is reliably supported. Decisions aren't urgent. You no longer comparing consistently. You're operating from clarity. If you're here, the goal isn't to push harder. It's protecting what works, clarifying your risk boundaries, preserving reliable income streams, and aligning your values instead of with fear. This is where retirement shifts from defensive to intentional. And if you want to upgrade from this place, your tip here would be you want to move beyond security into real choice. Identify one meaningful decision you have been delaying: travel, gifting, lifestyle, and model it proactively. When decisions become intentional instead of cautious, you're entering into the next level. And before we go to level 3, this is the point where people usually realize the question isn't, am I behind? It's what level am I actually in and what could I do to change that? Most people overstress about the wrong things in retirement planning because they're not aware of the principles that can help them. If you want help figuring that out for your specific situation, click the link in the description, answer a few questions, and I will send you your own personalized retirement snapshot. Because beyond quiet security, there's a level where money stops deciding for you, which leads us to level number 4, the choice class. The choice class is where retirement feels expansive. I've seen couples at this level say, we don't debate every financial decision anymore. Travel becomes more about preference rather than a feasibility. Gifting feels intentional, not risky. Your plan flexes with your life. And that's because autonomy replaces restriction. Money stops dictating your decisions and you start dictating what money does. If you're here, the key is protecting your flexibility and avoiding locking yourself into high fixed expenses that reduce freedom. Stress test large decisions before committing. Preserve the adaptability that's created in this level. And your upgrade tip on this one is focusing on efficiency and structure. Reduce unnecessary tax drag and improve income design. The move to the next level isn't about taking more risk, it's about better alignment. And when income consistently exceeds lifestyle needs, retirement enters its final stage. This is level 5, excess capacity. With excess capacity, it isn't about luxury, it's about surplus. I've worked with retirees who live modest, but their income consistently exceeds what they need. Money isn't the focus anymore. At this level, the risk isn't running out. It's underusing the capacity meaningfully. The focus shifts towards control, legacy, and purpose. The work here becomes intentional deployment, structured generosity, estate refinement, and tax efficiency. Aligned wealth with values, not accumulation. But wherever you land in these levels, the real value isn't the label, it's clarity. Okay. And now that you've seen where you would rank across the 5 levels of wealth, you can better plan for your retirement, how much you can spend, and know the main stresses that you will face in retirement. However, retirement planning always possesses unique problems for unique retirees. If you want to learn more about how we can help with your unique situation, click the link in the description where you can fill out a form and we can evaluate your unique situation and send you personalized feedback within 48 hours. If you made it in the video this far, don't forget to like and subscribe. My name is Emlyn, and I will see you in the next video.